Successful track athlete, four-time Olympic champion, Mo Farah joins me now. It's good to see you this morning. Look, I know you're gearing up for Saturday when you're doing your first 10,000 race for what, very nearly 4 years. Is that nerve-wracking?
Yeah, it's quite nerve-wracking, but it's something I've really enjoyed over the years, and having tried the marathon and coming back, I guess, one last time, give it a go, and I guess I'm hoping it ain't going to be easy, but defend my title and see if I can make my country proud one more time.
I mean, it would be quite... I'm no athlete, but it'd be quite something if you didn't get picked for the Olympics, wouldn't it?
No, there's a lot of youngsters coming through. There's a lot of, in terms of 1,500 metres, 800 metres, there's a lot of youngsters who's 3 or 4 or even 5 people got qualifying time. So I think in generation it is changing, and my aim, particularly if I can see my fellow athletes or younger athletes coming along and filling that position of what I did for many, many years, it's just nice to see. But at the same time, even myself, I'm not finished yet. I want to give it one more go and see what I can do, and hopefully can, go out there and all you can do is do your best.
I mean, in terms of the training you've been doing ahead of Saturday, I mean, do you find yourself sort of getting back into the right pace for 10,000?
Yeah, I'm getting there. Me and Gary, like my coach, we've been working hard for the last 3 years together, and things are moving forward. And I think the most important thing in general is somebody to understand you and see what works for you and what you've done in the past. And I guess I haven't been too bad over the marathon because I ended up still running British record, European record. And then recently, last year, obviously due to COVID, there wasn't many races at all, and I did that 1 hour on the track on the race and broke the world record. So I think I'm still there, but I do need to sharpen up. And obviously, as you said, it's a month and a half away, and next month and a half is the key, in terms of just staying on top of it, make sure I don't get any injuries, and also stay on top of my dental care and make sure everything is on fine tune.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of discipline, switching between 10,000 and marathon and back again, I mean, is it quite a different discipline?
Yeah, it's different. I would say it's definitely different and difficult in a way, because often, as an athlete, you obviously watch me over the years, and even myself, I went from 3,000, 5,000, 10,000. And then from there, that's like track events. And then when you go to the marathon, it's 26.2 miles on the road, which is much longer. So you have to be able to stay in there for longer, if that makes sense, and still kind of run decent times, still run fast times. So it is different. And now I've actually come back to more of a faster stuff, speed stuff more, so we can fit in with the track, the 10,000.
Well, look, I mean, I know you want to get to Tokyo. I know you want to defend that title, but are you concerned because of the whole pandemic situation? I mean, and what's happening in Tokyo? I mean, the figures there are pretty good, but obviously the vaccination figures are very low, and there does seem to be some concern.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's a lot of athletes who are concerned. Who obviously will go to the Olympics Games, and as an athlete ourselves, it's a once in a lifetime. I was lucky enough to be able to get the experience from London 2012, Rio. So I've got that, but the other athlete is always thinking, and I think sometimes in life, if we overthink and make it harder, it comes more hard and it weighs on you harder. But at the same time, I think we can only do our best and keep training, keep focusing. And I guess even myself, there's not a lot of races out there, so we're lucky enough, having races out there. And for me, I'm definitely seeing it in a positive way. If we can see the Champions League final, so many people out there, and having football back again, it just shows we're getting there. Obviously, it's not going to show straight away, but we are taking forward step towards it.
I mean, you're looking at if you qualify, and all fingers crossed for you, of course. But you are looking at performing with only locals in the stadia, with no cheering. I mean, it's going to be very little atmosphere. Is that going to be difficult, or do professional athletes just say, do you know what, we're just going to get on with it?
No, as a professional athlete, you have to go on with it. Obviously, we'd love to have, as I said, I've been away for a little while, and it would be nice to have my family, my kids watching me on the other side and cheering for you, and have a lot of people. But that is the situation, and we just have to make the best of it in terms of there's no point us thinking about it. We would love to have it, obviously. Like, for me, the memory I have of London 2012, that memory always drives me to the line, and I just have to vision that and think like that. But at the same time, I'm in good condition. I've got myself in great shape, so just do what I can.
Yeah, I mean, you said before about getting into good shape. You referred to your teeth. I mean, how important is it for athletes? I mean, we don't think about dental health with athletes, but I know you were waylaid by an abscess back in, when was it, 2014 or so. I mean, how important is dental health?
No, dental care is really important to look after yourself, and even myself. I was part of it in terms of 2014, where I had abscess in my teeth, I got infected, ended up getting airlifted to the hospital. So the whole point of all we getting behind was in terms of how do we prevent that and help the, like myself, professional athletes and the people out there to just kind of, are we aware of? Do we know we're doing that? We can do a little better, and that's our message to it.
Yeah. Look, as one professional sports person, can I ask you to reflect on another? And yeah, you'll have seen all the headlines about Naomi Osaka. She doesn't like to do the news conferences. She says she feels exposed and vulnerable in front of the media. And has effectively had to pull out of the French Open at Roland Garros as a result of that. Do you sympathise with her? Do you think we need to change our approach to how we treat professionals who may not be comfortable in front of the camera?
Yeah, I think it's a difficult one, because, like myself, often you meet a lot of different athletes, and yeah, we're good at what we do, and it might not show. And at the time, when obviously our duty is to give back to the public, and the public have the right to be able to watch you and do stuff. But if it affects their mental health and affect them, then I think we should definitely try and help in the situation. And I definitely, like myself, I've been in that scenario where you have 40 journalists, you got the camera right in front of you, and it's a nerve-wracking, and we can only support her, but at the same time, I don't know what's going on in her normal life. And I think the most important thing to make, are they okay? Yeah, we are great sportsmen. We can, do well what we do, but mentally, physically, is that person okay? And I think I definitely have some support for her, for sure, because I'm in that situation. I'm sure it's not an easy thing.